Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from JKS, checking in on the solar sector and NEE, which I don't know. Maybe I'll boot soon, right? It's not really doing anything. There's a member request video. Well, you guys don't care. All right, so 10 had a bull break today with a gap up open, closed the gap, bulls bought the dip, but closed in the middle of the day. Okay, so not a follow-through kind of day that the bulls were looking for, showing some potential underlying weakness. Maybe it's time for some daily consolidation, which honestly, a reasonable bull is welcoming, as the last daily higher low here was at 79.21. You know, if you want a healthy trend, a stair step up kind of trend, you need some pullback. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. You know, despite popular opinion, stonks don't only go up. Sometimes they don't go up. All right, so what are we looking out for? We are zooming into the hourly trend, making sure that the bears have yet to confirm this downtrend. They have yet to confirm this downtrend, so we are not yet looking for that daily higher low. However, the higher high with very little follow through is a bit concerning, and because the bounce didn't get much going now, if the bears are able to show up tomorrow, defend this high of 94.38 and break under to lower lows under 91.88, then we'll be looking for that daily higher low with anything over 79.21 being one. So that being said, where would we like a daily higher low? Well, I would like to be looking for that daily higher low in, oh, that's right. Oh, wow, nailed it. In hourly oversold conditions, right? So just want that center line to be kind of nailed on it there. So essentially this play would be, oh, that's interesting. It's very similar to that other confluence zone. What was that other ticker? Plug? Nio? The heck? Ah, it was plug. Very similar to plug. Right? You have this previous high here, a trend line, the EMA median line. And with 10, you have the EMAs, you have the channel standard deviation line, you have a trend line, and you have the back test of this previous support. All right, so something like that maybe for a potential daily higher low. As of right now, that's where I'm primarily interested, but you know, wouldn't be surprised if it gave it to us a little bit higher. If the markets can remain strong, bullish, or even neutral. Yeah, I like this trade, this area for now. Just making sure that we're scaling in hourly oversold conditions, looking for that daily higher low. Also negating a wedge, right? Just like plug. Well, it's trying to negate a wedge at least. Interesting. Maybe I should have left plug with the solar names. That's funny. Okay. 10. No, 10 is done. So we're trying to negate this wedge as well. We're a little bit concerned about this potential wedge trend line, but now we're over it. Daily is overbought, but we're a blue sky bull, so it matters a little bit less. However, I will say that the previous median line attempts, the last 3 median line attempts to hold the median line of support, I should say, have led to rejections. So be mindful of that. Carry that forward. The median line is a very contentious area. Okay? Okay, JKS having a boring day after a big old boom day and a nice bounce day, just having an inside bar day. It's the second inside bar, so let's see, that's not terribly common. Anyway, it's a inside bar and we are just looking for the hourly time frame to give us some kind of direction. Right now, the bears are a bit in favor, losing the 8 and 21 EMA as support. We set an hourly lower high today at 61.45 and closed very near our key hourly support of 58.71. If the bears can show up tomorrow, defend this high of 61.45 and break to a lower low under 58.71, they'll confirm an hourly downtrend and have bulls scouting for a daily higher low with anything over 51.63 being one. So now let's check out all of our drawings, all of our structure. Obviously, this trade did not play out yet today. We're just watching this channel structure, just like we were watching that uptrend channel structure in tan. We're watching this consolidation structure, right? This is still potentially a flag or a pennant, whatever you want to call it. On the hourly time frame, oh right, we already talked about that. So what are we looking out for tomorrow if we want to try to nab a potential daily higher low? So remember, the trends can be tricky when we're in these consolidation patterns, right? Look at this trend. Look at this price action here, right? You have this price action trend change. Price action trend change. Actually, this is not really much of it. This is, if anything, this is one move, right? And then you have this lower high, lower low by just a bit with no follow through, right? And then another trend change by just a bit with no follow through. You kind of get a baby trend change, no follow through. Another one here. This one sees follow through under this low, but straight into another bounce. So this is very typical of a consolidation pattern. So if it's not trending, then it's consolidating. If it's consolidating, then obviously price action trends, since it's not trending, don't look as clean. They don't play out as clean. So even though we are looking for a daily higher low, and a daily higher low is very likely, I would not be terribly confident with daily pivots unless I got hourly oversold conditions. But if we're gonna nab like a really making an attempt like one of these shallow ones, like this little shallow higher low, I can almost guarantee you it was not hourly oversold, but it may have been 15. 15 is like the bare minimum requirement for looking for a daily higher low. Let's see. Okay, so when this candle, you can see that it closed all the way up here. When it was all the way down there, it was very close to 27, probably 30. This is a 27 line. That's how I like to have it set up. Okay. So anyway, the 15-minute is where the bare minimum, in my opinion, looking for that daily higher low, and I would ideally get the hourly. So the hourly would be way further down there. So, you know, it's a matter of preference, right? Do you want to be aggressive or not? I prefer to just be patient and be more conservative. I don't mind missing trades. I don't like losing on a trade. I'd much rather miss a trade than you know, lose one. Oh, I guess there was a little bounce, zone of interest bounce play here today. Oh, right, we were just watching this potential structure, looking for another hourly higher low here, which did play out, but just didn't get... Oh no, this was from the day, I remember now. Medium likely. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you are a bear looking to top fish the channel and hourly overbought conditions, I think is still a valid play, so long as we continue to respect this channel structure, right? As long as this channel is being respected, we can be making plays off of the support and resistance lines. Ideally, there's confluence between price action, which there is, and down here, not so much. So it's a bit more of concern playing it long, but you have a point in your favor knowing that the weekly looks like this, right? This kind of flag pattern. Okay. Ooh, what a nice one. That's a goodie. Man, right past the target. Nice. Okay, well, let's do the price action analysis first. So for run, we're just watching this EQ continue to tighten up this bit. This is exactly what I'm talking about, right? We know this is a consolidation pattern more likely than not. We know it has the shape of an EQ, I should say. We don't know, I suppose, but it sure looks like an EQ at this moment. And so you can see how these trend changes, like this one right here, just didn't get a lot of follow through, right? You just want to be a little bit more skeptical when patterns are when price is consolidating. Anyway, so we are looking for the potential of a lower high to be set. It would be a weekly lower high, but bears did not make a lot of space. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised by just some continuation. So let's just say that we are looking up at 69.44 resistance on the weekly time frame. It's the same resistance on the daily time frame as well. That is the key resistance going into the short term. The hourly trend, it's just sideways. We got a bullish trend change here, lost the supports, and then ripped to higher highs, and now we're just EQing sideways. So how this EQ breaks will give us some short-term direction on the daily chart. If it breaks bearish, then potentially we'll be scouting a daily higher low. Anything over, really, I'm just gonna go default to this one. Anything over 56.06 will be a daily higher low. And if we see a bear break, like I said earlier, just watching that 69.44 level. And the key levels for that would be, so the bulls must defend 59.61 and break over 63.48 to see more daily bounce follow through, and the bears want to obviously do the opposite, right? They want to hold this high of 63.48 and break to lower lows under 59.61 to have bulls scouting that daily higher low. So let's check out our drawings. All right, so we are either getting cute and playing within the tightening range, like this setup, or we have those reactive trades based on the boundaries of the range. Just being mindful that this is a triangle. So if it were to break, it could be explosive, and these supports don't have to hold. So, you know, respect your stops. Use your stops. Your stops are they're like helmets. You definitely want to use them. All right, like you never really know if you can make that turn so fast, but if you got a helmet on, yeah, go for it. All right, so a couple of fills, ran past target, not a bad little trade. Oh, that's not the right target. We should have been looking for a higher, for that lower high, because we wanted that 2-to-1, right? So if looking for a 2-to-1 at least, is this a reasonable place? Yeah, we got this previous tops here, many tops here. Oh, I think I just dragged it to like a magnet by accident. Anyway, nice little trade for run. I'm just gonna kill this, don't need it. So you can make that same play, honestly. You'd be getting a little cute playing in the EQ down here, but you can make the same exact play, honestly. Looking for just a little break of that support maybe, and even if you wanted to open up your range, I wouldn't blame you too much for that. Although just realize that you're just looking for a lower high, so I don't think you'd have the RR for something like that. Let's see. I really doubt it, yeah. I really doubt it. Yeah. I mean, if you're feeling cute, go for it. Go for it. Just make sure your risk is managed. Right? That's all it is. And these reactive trades, I still like these reactive trades. Hourly overbought, hourly oversold into support or resistance, at least for a little chop and stop. I don't think it's unreasonable. All right, FSLR on the daily time frame. So a little bit of bounce continuation today, but of course bears stepped in, bulls bought the dip, closing near the middle of the day. Bit of a running theme. Let's check the hourly trend. Hourly trend is still bullish, but kind of choppy. It doesn't look very impulsive, and the bears have the opportunity here to change the hourly trend after setting this hourly lower high at 93.06. So if they can show up, defend this high of 93.39, break to lower lows under 91.01, then bulls will be scouting for that daily higher low, with anything over 84.77 being one. Okay, kind of looks wedgy a little bit, but let's check out our drawings. So did not quite get into our zone of interest. Again, that's weird. Should have been here for the backtest of this channel. Huh. Maybe the hourly didn't get extended. Yeah, I see. So the hourly is not getting extended there, but you know, it's not, you know, whatever. I don't want to take trades that could work. I prefer to take the ones that should work, so to speak. And so I still like this trade if we were to pop up, you know, essentially a failed attempt like this, right? But yeah, so essentially you'd be top fishing as well. I don't hate this trade. Something like that maybe. Let's see what that looks like on the daily time frame, and that would just be if it pops up here, double top rejection back down to the EMAs. I think that's a pretty reasonable trade. 1, 2, 3 tops have been put out here. You have this channel standard deviation, and again, if we don't pop back into this channel, then I'm going to invalidate it. If we reject from here, I would look to draw some new structure. Okay, but as of right now, this channel that has contained this entire move is currently compromised. Okay, well, you can see we're struggling to get over the previous support, now resistance. All right, so whenever we pull back tomorrow, the bulls will be scouting for an hourly higher low. Anything over 84.77 will be one. Ideally, they will show up, hold this low here of 84.77, break to higher highs over 93.39, and then maybe come test our short zone. That's ideal for bulls, I mean, if they want to see so more daily bounce continuation. Okay, finally NEE. Amazing. I can't believe it. It's still maintaining that channel. That's funny. All right, so NEE's just kind of doing a whole lot of nothing for the most part, really just sideways, range bound. It's not even a lot of range. But bulls are playing defense multiple times over this previous chop zone here. They've defended it 2 times in significant fashion. So, the bulls will take it, right? If we can go sideways or whatnot, if the market's going up and down, then I guess it's all good. But ideally, obviously, it's not what the bulls want to see. And we do have the potential to set up a kind of a head and shoulders look. But I just see this more as a rectangle. Just more, it's very sideways. So I just see it as a rectangle. That being said, we are looking for a weekly lower high. Any bounce under 83.34 will be a weekly lower high, and that's a very likely occurrence given how much range is on this drop. And we're not even actually we are currently testing the 382, which is like as a general guideline is a decent place where you would anticipate the flag to start being negated. So as of right now, this does have the potential to be a flag. I will say though that it's not very sharp the way that it dropped. Ideal flags have a much sharper drop, but of course on the weekly time frame it looks good enough. So, and actually 45 degrees they say is ideal, and by they I mean I have citations. It's Murphy, I think, and Kirkpatrick. And those are, what books are those? Gosh, I don't remember. The Complete Resource for Financial Market Technicians. And this one's really good. Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets by Murphy. All right, so that's where I'm basing that on, not just spouting nonsense at you. Anyway, with our drawings on, you can see we're maintaining this channel. It's been maintaining the structure of this entire move very well. On the hourly time frame, you can see it's so clean. I love it. I love when price just channels well. Anyway, we are just making our way up, meandering our way up. Obviously not very impulsive, but I mean, you can't complain if you are a bull. An hourly lower high was just set today at 75.48, and the key support level is 74.84. But again, this is not very impulsive. So same thing with the trend changes, right? You have this trend change here, trend to a dump, a little flag that ended up as a rally. So these are not your ideal conditions for price action plays. All right. I don't love plays here. I don't love plays bullish, I should say, because of the non-impulsive nature of this move. So really, I just prefer top fishing the channel support off of all these resistance levels, and ideally in hourly overbought conditions. So almost got there today, almost got a piece today. And regarding longs, I really would just prefer bottom fishing down here. Same idea. Same location for a long trade. Okay, I want that hourly overbought, looking for a daily pivot into all this congestion over here. All right, that about covers it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.